Hi, I'm Matt from Monty's Guitars. I'm just going to do a quick little video to show you how to check the intonation on your guitar. Here we've got a telly-style guitar, but with 6 individual saddles, so I'll give you lots of room to move and set the intonation. The way you do it is you play the harmonic on the 12th fret of your guitar, then you fret that note, and depending which way that fretted note goes on your tuner will tell you where you need to move the saddle. The easiest way to remember it is the 3 Fs, so it's fretted, flat, forward. So if the note is flat when you fret it, then you move the saddle forward, and likewise if it's sharp you move it back. Typically the saddles will always line up in the same way. There'll be 2 diagonal lines, so you'll have the high E, the B and the G, and then it'll go back up to the D, the A, and then the low E. If you've got a wound third, it might be a little bit different from that. Some guitars will be different to others, like slightly shallower than others, but it typically will always be like that. If it's really far out, then something else might be wrong. You really should. The rest of the guitar should be balanced properly, so you should have a setup done first, and the action should be nice and even. If it's all over the place, you're never going to get it intonated. You should also have new strings on it, or relatively new. If the strings have got any sort of corrosion on them, they go on black, or they're damaged in any way, you're never gonna get it intonated. And when you do restring it, make sure that the string has before you put it on, you can hold it up and it's got a nice curve to it. If it's got any twists or is kinked or in any way, that means that the core of the string, there's something up with it, it's twisted or it's bent or whatever, and you'll never be able to get it intonated properly. But anyway, let's try it out. Firstly, put your guitar into the bridge position pickup. Just that pick, because you're using the harmonics, it picks it up more easily. So you'll be able to get a finer tuned result there. So here we're going to start with the E string on this guitar. So play the harmonic. That's in tune. But the note will dip sharp slightly at the very, very beginning, and then it will settle down. So just wait for it to settle down, and you know what it's doing, and then fret it. Be careful not to bend the string or anything. Right, so it's a little bit sharp. So we're moving the saddle back. So a little bit flat, so I've over adjusted. There you go, that's it. All you need to do now is repeat the same steps over all the other strings, and that's pretty much you done. Remember the 3 Fs, so fretted, flat, forward, and also keep your adjustments small. Don't do any big ones and overshoot. You'll only end up having to come back, and it just ends up taking longer. And that is everything. I'm Matt from Monty's Guitars. Bye.